and she was talking about how she is always struggling. And I'm listening to her, and I'm like, yo, shorty, you don't know what a real struggle is, because every problem you got can be solved with money. You show me a fucking problem that you going through that can't be solved with money, and then you going through the struggle. And then that's when the struggle starts. Because for me, if you can throw money at a problem, it's not a struggle. It's not a struggle. And that's my perspective on it.
I like that.
And I gave her a couple of examples to where you got family members that's wilding the fuck out. You can't throw money at that situation. You got family members that's wilding the fuck out on other family members.
A diagnose.
You know what I'm saying? You got the black traumas of, I had a little cousin, Prime. You know this particular little cousin. I got this little cousin that was literally, when we were like 6 years old, and she a year behind me, so I'm 6, she's 5. She's getting raped while I'm playing Nintendo. You get what I'm saying? You can't throw money at that problem. You can't throw how that's the struggle. How the fuck do you move through that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't, people say, oh, I'm going through the struggle right now. Like, I can't pay this, I can't pay that. But if you had money, you wouldn't be going through the struggle. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none of that shit, because you could put yourself in a position. This is 2024. You could pick up an extra job. You could do this, you could do that. It's multiple ways. The internet is accessible to us on our fucking phones. You can trade stocks and bonds on your fucking phone now.
If money's your problem, that's
right. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? On that particular subject. You ain't got to go to a 4-year. Educate yourself on a particular subject or set a subject. It's got YouTube University. Anything you want to know, if I want to fix my dryer right now, guess what? I can hop on YouTube, put the dryer name in, how to fix this dryer.
So the question I have is, with that being said, can actual problems actually be solved then? Because there was a girl I dated who she has multiple sclerosis. And I always looked at life differently. Like, okay, that's a problem.
Yep.
It's never going to get solved. There's a hope that it can, but being around her, going to the hospitals with her,
bro,
it was real, because I'm with her and I'm thinking, like, can actual problems be solved? Is that the reality of having an actual problem?
Like, I'm with you on that. I dated a girl with lupus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit,
it eats you up, because you can't solve this.
Because it y'all be good for 3 months.
Yeah.
Then she has an episode, and it's like, yo, fam. Then you in the hospital with her for 3 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So your whole dynamic of how you deal with her changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not only is that a problem for her, that's an ongoing problem for her, but it's a problem for you as well. Because if I'm committed to you, then yes, I have to deal with this.
Then there's envy between that person and you, because it's natural. You're not sick. You don't get this.
Yeah.
And you got to combat it. So coming to what you're saying, if that be the problems in your reality, right? This is a real problem. Can those get solved? Should a person with actual problems look at it as trying to solve it, or look at it as you need to learn to deal with the problem? You catch what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. As far as what you said, there can be financial struggles, because even in your example, being in the hospital for 3 months, that's gonna fuck up with your paper.
For sure.
Because they only gonna give you so much FMLA.
Yeah, so
that's HR brain.
Yeah, you only gonna get so much assistance, even if you own your shit.
Take
you know
12
what I'm
weeks
saying?
to be
like and that's if you own your shit.
And they give you intermittent. You know what I'm saying?
You got some PTO. You got some kind of income coming in. But like I said, that's if you own your shit. So when life happens, sometimes money gets fucked up. And it could be something uncontrollable. So I disagree with part of your statement. But if you out here, like you said, you just got a $400 wig and you complaining about, not having the money for the lights, that you can kick rocks. That's not a fucking struggle. You know, and
that's what I'm saying.
especially
That's
if you
what I'm saying.
if you consistently are putting yourself in that situation to where your check to check ain't working out.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm actually gonna side a little bit with D on this because I was thinking similar to your point, where I think some of the financial issues can correlate to some of the other stuff more than we know.
Oh, yeah.
Even if we look at suicide rates, it happens more so around people who are in poverty.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about, let's say,
Because everybody's struggle is different, bro.
you brought up the situation where someone got sexually assaulted. Let's say you ain't got money and you're in a bad neighborhood. And that's what resulted in it. Not saying I don't know the situation,
Right,
but you know what I mean. A lot of times it's family members.
That's not as
like
deep
that.
though.
Yeah, but like let's say you're in a bad neighborhood, and that resulted in that. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the financial issues on the surface, no, it's not really that deep, but it can lead to other things. You know what I'm saying? It's like stresses on top of stresses, which could lead to mental health issues, which is now you're fucked up. With now you've got a situation that money can't fix because of.
You don't have
But it started off financial, and now it ended up to something. So that's what I'm saying. Like
from that point.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like there is a connection. I do agree that the like the real struggles are the day. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? The financial shit is like whatever. But I think that like some of that stuff can build up over time and could lead you into some of the stuff where we're talking about, where it's like, you know, because typically when people kill themselves, it's because they feel like they have no way out. You know what I mean? And sometimes money can give you at least options of like, okay, well, there's an option. There's this. We can do this. Like we can
at least try something.
Yeah, we can try something.
Therapy costs.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
now
they got
like
stuff.
they got free things now.
Free therapy?
Yeah, they got free therapy.
And a lot of the times, a lot of people don't know.
And
this is HR brain working. A lot of people don't know that, you know, with your health insurance, you get free therapy. You get free therapy. So, you know, you get these so you might have a EAP program that they don't tell you about while they're telling you about your benefits. You get this EAP program. Literally, it's one call with a counselor. You talk to a counselor first. The counselor's like, okay, well, you need to go see a therapist. These are the therapists in network, and all of them are free. And a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know that until last year. I've been working in HR for almost 5, 6 years now. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around that mark. And I didn't even know that until somebody was going through it and I had to refer them. You know what I'm saying? I had to explain their benefits to them. Oh, you have this free option right here. And they told me. I was like, oh, shit.
And not only that, like some of these suicide hotlines are most of the people working there. Well, I don't know about most, but a lot of them are volunteers. You get what I'm saying? So they're working for free to kind of help people.
988, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Just to let y'all know, if you're ever feeling bad, dial 988.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of opportunities, but like money, like going back to therapy, even though it's free, not all therapists are created equal.
I was about to say.
It took me a minute to find
Are good therapists free?
Yeah.
I mean,
it took me a minute to find mine.
It's kind of like you might find a good one that's either already did what they needed to do in life and are giving back, or you might find a good one that's just starting, like right before they really start taxing. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot, you know, they are. It is what it is. You know,
I was gonna say,
you get free what you get free.
I was gonna say this for people that's watching this that got the anxiety of going to therapy. I would say before you make that decision, whatever you love to do, if it's drawing, if it's hiking, if it's running, if it's singing, try tapping into that more to lead you to go into that space.
Yeah, I think it's
I think you should, you know, go the natural route of who you are, because therapy, people just be like, go to therapy. That shit is not an easy step, bro. You know,
going through it right now, bro.
Adorkable Me says the idea is to have us believe money is the answer to all problems, so the whole stays fed.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ideally, you know what I mean. Again, like I think it's all about you know, because if you think about it, way back in the day, depression was like super low. Now we feel like we need stuff we don't fucking need. Right. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Attention.
All we need is water, food, shelter. That's
clothing.
And clothing. And clothing. You know what I mean? That's all we really
run around.
That's all because society.
Society say, well, yo, man, I went to that nudist beach. I said, oh shit, nigga, I'm free.
and God gave a shame.